This isn't Evil Morty's original Rick. In fact, Evil Morty was up to no good a long time before this event. We finally got to see Evil Morty's origin story, however, this really wasn't the turning point for him. You see, Evil Morty was part of the Citadel system, and the clues we got from episode 5 of season 7 Unmortricken showed us where it all began. When Evil Morty went to the Morty Agency to delete his files from the Citadel system, you can clearly see he is the only Morty with a different look. He already had that classic blank sociopath, I'm completely over everything look to him in the registry, showing that he was already well over it and was just waiting for his time with the right new Rick to start his plans. To really explain how Evil Morty came to be, we have to look at the system that not only created him, but trapped him in this repetitive loop. Once you understand that, you will understand why Morty had no choice. Also, why this threat from Rick was so impactful.
Either you're in or you're out, Morty. I'm tired of you weaponizing this half-assed threat.
You see, if Evil Morty quits, then he goes right back to the Citadel. If Rick dies, he goes right back to the Citadel. So there wasn't really a choice at all. This is when we see Evil Morty snap into that look he has, apologizing and referring to himself in the third person.
You know what? You're right. Sorry to be such a high-maintenance Morty. Why don't I get you a drink?
I thought it was pretty cool that he said that line, as it was a reflection on his classroom Morty training.
Good idea, Rick.
Good idea, Rick.
This is a great adventure.
Evil Morty was letting Rick know everything is fine. I don't need to go back to the Citadel for more training. Then it's finally time for Evil Morty to put his plans in motion, to get Rick drunk so he was vulnerable and offered the least resistance. How did we get here though? How did Evil Morty become so intelligent or realize that he needed to control Rick? Evil Morty likely killed multiple Ricks before he realized it wasn't the way out. The Citadel keeps a close eye on everyone, and as soon as a Citadel Rick dies, these guys show up.
We detected a compromised portal gun. Where is your Rick?
So when Evil Morty finally snapped the first time and killed Rick, it got him nowhere except a trip right back to the Citadel to be given to another Rick. That's why we have this picture in the registry of Evil Morty, that look of just wanting to escape the system, but he can't. Keep in mind, it's not abnormal for Morty to snap and kill Rick, since our Morty did that once too.
Who's stupid now, bitch?
The only way out is for Evil Morty to control a Rick so the Citadel isn't alerted of his death and the portal gun doesn't have unregistered uses, allowing him to go to the Citadel to remove himself from the system, then burn the whole system to the ground and be forever left alone by all Ricks. So now for Evil Morty's intelligence. I do like the idea that Morty does have Rick genes, and so it's possible in a timeline somewhere a Morty with just super intelligence came to be. I don't think all Mortys could become Evil Morty in the sense of possessing his abilities and intelligence. The other factor is that old saying of being a product of your environment, and I fully believe Evil Morty was in a Edge of Tomorrow movie type situation. Each time Evil Morty gets a new Rick, he gets closer to completing his goal or learns something new. Then his Rick dies and Evil Morty gets a full reset back to the Citadel to a new Rick gets him. This would allow Evil Morty to gather technology or even attain super intelligence over time, and of course Rick never suspects it. We have seen even our Morty steal Rick's portal gun eventually and go on solo adventures. So Evil Morty could have easily amassed all the tech and items of power he needs before this event. One item of power that comes to mind is Mega Seeds, which grant super intelligence. We even see ordinary Mortys almost steal some Mega Fruit at the Citadel from Farmer Rick. So a way to attain super intelligence was accessible for any Citadel Morty with enough drive to attain them. Then when you have do-overs every time your Rick dies, anything is possible. So the very system of the Citadel created the worst enemy the Ricks could ever imagine. They were right there all along, and finally Evil Morty came to be. Evil Morty was right though.
And I'm leaving it. That's what makes me evil. Being sick of him.
I hope everyone enjoyed my explanation of Evil Morty's origin story. Please let me know of any other video ideas you want me to explore. As always, I love to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it and smash that like button. Also, please subscribe to support the channel and turn on that notification bell to keep these videos coming.